Yeah. You ever really looked at this thing? And I mean, like, really, really examined it, you know? The mentality of it, the motives behind it. Bro, we tripping, man. We literally out here laboring for our own destruction. We're actually out here celebrating our own extinction. We lost, man. And he's trying to call us home. I was so seduced by the noose of the street life. I put my teeth right in that fruit and I took a deep bite. A lonely kid trying to hone his wig for the thuggery. A co-defendant because my codependent's ugly. The affirmations I got from activating was utterly captivating. Thinking I had brotherly love felt lovely, huh? He ain't trying to hover. He don't need no wings, nigga. Indeed, I'm blind, but the puppet don't see them strings, nigga. Hold up, they left me for dead, but I heard you died for me. You spoke truth, whatever you said, these niggas lied on me. They can't be right for me, they spitefully use me. You fight for me, they trifling, they like to accuse me. I'm confused, cause if I don't get it right, they abuse me. But if they don't get it right, I'm supposed to die for these fools. If the streets love me like you, it would have been a breeze. But with friends like these, I don't need no enemies. I used to need you, so any situation I would bleed through, just to make you happy or to please you, to prove to you my love and throw it all away. And I would make time for you, and by that I mean do stay time. Catch a body or I'd let you take mine. Anything you need, I throw it all away. Yeah, I used to love the hood until I understood its hypocrisy, its suckerhood. Calling it brotherhood is mockery, debauchery. Ain't no more talking, there's no democracy. Walk up with a steamer and chop him up over broccoli. Walk with me, the game that we caught in ain't no monopoly. I got a partner who popped a toddler over some property. Our teens dream to be demons, and for a profit we let the chopper ring up your block and call it a shopping spree. I really blooded my bloody, I got my blood involved. I love the cause, was down till I found it wasn't no love involved. The gut is a slutty bra, she ugly, but I dug her raw. I was a Satanist till I traded hate for the love of God. Ain't no comparison, frankly it's embarrassing to dare to compare him to the character that we share with men. It's apparent in our parenting, we are arrogant, it's horrible. We'll abort our children before we cherish them. Let's keep it real, look at us now, look at him. He took our sins, so he ain't gotta look at us like crooked men. Which one of your niggas was hung up for sinners, but yet was humble and sinless just to be our perfect sacrifice? There's none who would give up his son to bring a ton of minutes. It's under forgiveness and secure us in the afterlife. So I pray you quit the game before you crack the dice, and I pray you quit the gang and return back to Christ. I used to need you, so in any situation I would bleed through, just to make you happy or to please you, to prove to you my love and throw it all away. And I would make time for you, and by that I mean do stay time. Catch a body or I'd let you take mine. Anything you need, I throw it all away. Cause love is patient and love is kind. It doesn't envy and it doesn't boast. It isn't proud. Love does not dishonor others, nor is it self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but it rejoices in the truth. And it always protects. It always trusts. It always hopes. And it always perseveres. Because love never fails.
Yo. And I really don't know what's really happening to what's going on with my laptop either. I don't know. I'm having technical difficulties. I'm trying to shut this volume down too, because this shit is crazy, man. Hold on real quick. Y'all stay tuned. Let me shut this down real quick. There we go. I need to turn that off. Let's see if I can get this on real quick. Yeah, there we go. Loud this time. Let's see if I can get my count. Happy Saturday, man. Happy Saturday, Big Daniel. I don't know what. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me, Daniel? I really just don't understand what's going on with the laptop or not, man. I've been having tech. There we go. All right, let's do this real quick. There we go. technical difficulties for a minute, people. Let me see if it's. Let me see real quick. Boom, there we go. All right. Shout out to the chat, man. Appreciate you guys. Tapping in. Um, Mile high salute on this Saturday night. Hope everybody's blessed. Hope everybody's good. Shout out to the whole chat. Shout out to everybody. So I want to say this, man. I had a long talk with one of my relatives today, one of my cousins today, and we kind of just got down to a lot of different things, you know, over the years of like our relationship. And I'm gonna tell you like this: I learned a couple different things, bro, that I put, into my everyday life. Some insight, some detrimental insight of how I come off to people a lot, and just different things that I never knew. You know what I'm saying? But it gave me some insight, and I appreciate that conversation, man, to the fullest, because there's sometimes you only have one point of view with things, right? And shit gets distorted just because of the way you're programmed, the way that situations come off, and the way you handle stuff. You get programmed, bro, and you might even be in the wrong. You might even actually conduct yourself in a way where it comes off a certain way, and you don't even mean it, but it's so programmed into you. And communication is the main thing in everything you do. Everything you do. Because if you don't communicate, ain't nobody even gonna know how you're coming off. You don't display that and talk about it, you're not gonna know. You might feel some type of way towards a situation, and it ain't even what you think, but the communication is not there, bro, and you get a whole perspective. Now, me and him were talking, you know what I'm saying? And this is one of my cousins that I haven't talked to in a long time about any of these type of situations, bro. And it was a good conversation where it put a lot of perspective into how I carry myself, bro. And this goes into even carrying myself towards the YouTube world and the homies on here, because sometimes I wall out, bro. And this is why you have to be careful with social media and different things like on social media, because somebody can get a whole perspective of how you are and how you put yourself out there, and then they get a whole view about different things. They get a whole they actually start judging how you move and different things, and so and then that's their first thought process every time you pop up or something, right? And that's why I had to clarify about my channel, homie. And this, and I understand, like, some people got upset. Some people were really like upset about me changing different aspects and content. Like, some people just want a person like me to just talk about every aspect of gang politics and hood politics, and nothing else even matters to them. That's what they tune in for. And sometimes it comes off as like you still portraying this life and you still putting it out there, so people get it misconstrued, and they be like, hey, bro, like, we thought this is what it was. And I apologize if I ever did that to you guys and I ever put that out there. I apologize. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not what it was ever intended for. That's not what this whole platform was ever intended for. I never wanted to put a perspective out there that I was actually still in the streets or any of that, bro, that I pertain or glorify it, because I don't. You know what I'm saying? I've been through so much for the culture and just the aspect of the politic, and being on another aspect of being a front line for what I do, and even the neighborhood, bro, where it's messed my life up completely, to a point I'm barely getting back to realization of like what it is to be normal. And I realized that tonight too, talking to the homie, my cousin, and he was giving me perspective about like how he grew up with us, you know what I'm saying? And I never knew this, but being around me, and who we were, he always had to, you know what I'm saying, hold his self up with this persona of not being a person that ain't about that, because he was our cousin and he had to get activated and he had to do what he had to do because it just in the eyes of, you know, who you respect, your cousins, you never want to be seen. And I pushed a hard line on who was around me, so they always felt like, you know, they had to live up to that. And I apologize to Cuddy, apologize to cousin. You know what I'm saying? I do, you know, because I never wanted to push that on nobody's head where they had to feel like they had to push that line like Savage Sev or something. But in the same sense, like I explained too, bro, you know, it's just about what comes with that aspect, bro. Like you know, there's certain things that has to be done, and there's certain things that, you know, you can't get around because that lifestyle brings a lot of different things, you know. And I just got a big perspective. So, you know, shout out to my rider, man, for having a conversation. Now, I'm gonna get to this, homie. This is real talk. And I want to say this, homie. If you got somebody like in your life, homie, and you ain't talked to them in a long time, man, I urge you guys, people that might have a grudge or something, bro, to actually just open a conversation with people you might not even like, bro, that you might have conflicts for a long time. Because you never know. This world is so short, homie. I just had a couple people in my real life pass away, bro. What's up with it, Billy? How you doing, man? A lot of people that I known passed away, and then there was regret. And this is why I'm so happy I'm at a point in my life, because you got to understand, bro. There was a time where I didn't even talk to some of my relatives, right? And if something would have happened, homie, even though we had so much bad saying and talk towards each other while fools was still here, I would have felt bad. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know the time or day, bro. That's the reality and that's the truth. You never know the time of day. You never know what's around the corner, bro. And we see it all the time, homie. And this is the realest shit I could ever say, bro. Like, you're not promised tomorrow. You could walk out your door and die, bro. You could walk out your door, homie, and die. People are dying left and right, homie. People are dying left and right. And when you think about it, fool, it can be anybody. It could be the person that you love that you really don't have a hatred towards, but you're not even talking to this dude because you kind of got, you know, the ego aspect. I'm not talking to that fool. That fool disrespected me. That fool disrespected me. Like, disrespected you. Maybe he said something that came off disrespect, and this is what I was explaining to the homie, and he explained it to me too. Maybe he came off disrespectful and he didn't even really mean it. Maybe he didn't even know. And like I told him, and he explained it too. I said, bro, sometimes it's the tone. Sometimes how you say stuff can come off disrespectful. Like, to a person like me, you can say one little thing, bro, and I take it disrespectful. And my whole thing, I go straight to aggression right away. I go to let's fade out, homie, behind what you say. That's why, like, when I really amped up this YouTube, there was a lot of times, bro, where I took some disrespectful stuff, and people don't even know, bro, that actually, homie, I'm taking that to a point, bro. If I see you, we gonna have to knuckle up, bro. There's no way around it. So that's how I've always conducted myself. And he knew that aspect. And he's like, because I didn't even really actually know I was getting disrespectful, because that's not I'm never intending to just be disrespectful. And I'm working on that shit, you know? So that's why I say to everybody out there, what's up, hey, Cole, what's good with you, bro? The era of the young homies. If you have little disputes with like people that you love, bro, like, don't have an ego to the aspect where it's like pride, homie, and you just like F that fool, bro, because like life's too short, homie. There's people that die every single day, bro. My little partners that went to the church, homie, their pops got killed, and he ain't even in the streets. He a prayer warrior of the church, and he got killed, homie. They shot that fool. No more here, bro. No more here. He's not coming back from that, homie. You know, I think about some things that we were talking about too, bro, and I hope this reaches the right people. I hope this reaches the right people, bro. I hope the people that need to see this sees this. Like, dude, after so many years of just like disputes and just like craziness that's been going on with the family, homie, and craziness that's been going on with like our people, like our media people, and the people know, the people that need to hear this, they know that I'm talking to them. Like, I just think honestly, bro, like you guys got to let that shit go, bro, to fight for a bigger cause and fight for a bigger purpose. If you ain't fighting for a bigger purpose, then what are you fighting for? Is it just you? Like, are you just fighting for yourself, bro? And you ain't fighting for what's bigger than yourself? Because you, like, one thing I'll say, and this is even with working out and everything, homie, you are one action away from not touching your goals and success because you chose to put out action that is keeping you away from that shit. You're putting roadblocks in front of success because you're like, I could do it like this. When really you can't. It's never worked for years. The actions that you put out there has never got you anywhere. Instead of just saying, hey, bro, we're going to come to the forefront of a table and come to a meeting ground and balance this out. We'll touch success as a team. We'll touch success as a group. We'll touch success and move together and push for a bigger program than just ourselves. But everybody, it just comes to a point in life, everybody just gets so caught up in their self, homie. I don't have a Facebook, my bro. I got a TikTok. Everybody gets caught up in what's the best for them, homie. What's the best for me? And not thinking about how your brother's feeling about it. What's the best for me? Not thinking about, damn, we could actually touch something together. And you're so close, but then you're so far because your mindset is telling you, bro, it's all about me. And then you have these fools get hard-hearted and they don't want to mess with this. And then it's just a whole revolving door. A revolving door, and it never gets nobody nowhere, bro. At some point, we have to stop with the BS and make moves in life, you know. And that's 100%, bro. Like, BS is getting people nowhere. Like, it's roadblocks, homie. You would think after hitting your head multiple, and this is where I had to come in life, people. This is real shit with Savage Sev. I had to stop hitting my head on bricks and bricks and bricks and bricks. Y'all want to know one reason why I do me and just don't mess with like so-called politics and so-called homies? Because after hitting my head so much, bro, and not getting nowhere but the same outcomes, homie, into my late 30s, bro, I had to change up something about myself, bro. I had to change up something in myself and change different actions to get a new outcome. And you could, and you know, this is the thing is, bro, it's like, that's why I say a lot of the lifestyle is so watered down, because you could put as much energy and hard sweat, tears into something, bro. And at the end of the day, it doesn't even mean anything because everybody got this opinion about what it is to be this and what it is. They got it in their meal. Their minds is distorted, and then they block. So, you know, that's why it's a distorted game. But then when you go back to the definition of insanity, and that's what I didn't want to be, homie. I didn't want to be in an insanity revolving door, fool. What for? I told myself, and I looked at it like this, bro. And I'm gonna get back to the other topic. Like, there's nothing else I could give to anybody, bro. Nothing. I'm 40, bro. There's nothing I could give to anybody, homie. The only thing I could give you is good advice and tell you how to go get a job. That's the only thing I could tell you. That's what I do. I could tell you to go hit the gym, go get a job, and try to make some money the right way. Because making money the wrong way, you're gonna go to prison. You're gonna eventually get snitched on, and that's what it is. I'm not living any type of life, bro, where I have to practice, a certain type of get down. I already did all that shit, bro. I've already been in the tundra with the most, with the predators and fools that are the most dangerous to society. And I'm still here survived, and I got through all that shit. And it's crazy because if I didn't have this mindset to be like, hey, bro, I need to change something up, I would still be doing that shit, bro. I'll still be fucking doing that shit, looking dumb at 50 years old, still a revolving door. And the thing about it is like, I was careless. I didn't even think about anything but what gained me and benefited me something in the life. We talk about this every day. I used to, call it what you want, but I used to be all about expanding the hood, right? At any cost. So expanding the hood to me meant you train young soldiers to push a line for your neighborhood and your politics at the cost of pretty much their life, homie. Because when you're putting fools on, you're not looking out for their interest. You're not looking out for their interest, their future. All you are using it for a gain of what it does for the hood. I don't care about if them fools hit the penitentiary. I don't care if them fools catch cases for the hood, because that comes with the territory. That's the mindset that we kept. That's the mindset that, you know what I'm saying, a lot of fools kept, bro. If it benefits the hood, you take them penitentiary risk. Because I was taught that shit. So I didn't really care. If they potentially died for the hood, at one point I didn't care, bro. As long as we keep growth and development. It comes with the territory. You might lose your life behind this. And that was my mindset, homie. And I'm glad I broke out of that mindset, because that's not a good mindset, homie. Not having really no love for, if I had love for the little homies, bro, I would be telling them to go to go get their education. If I had love for the little homies, I'll be telling them to go actually to church. Go try to get a relationship with actually God, bro. Mean something. Have a purpose. Because in that gang life, homie, there's no purpose, fool. What's the purpose? What's the purpose? And there's no code no more. There's definitely no purpose. It's all backwards nowadays. Because you dying for something that you don't even, that the hoods are destroyed, bro. Especially in Denver, right? Most of the hoods, there's not even a hood no more. So fools are still banging something that's not even there no more. No, the importance, bro, said you got to teach these kids. I'm youngster will not do, and that's my goal, homie. That's my goal, and like, I just got to be real with myself, homie. Like, it's all about the next generation, fool. Really, to teach, and maybe like open up people's points of views on different things, homie. I know, like, sometimes it might come off as, like preachy and all this, bro, but I get so down, homie. Like, and this is the thing is, bro, I go through every day, I go through a struggle just getting up myself. Every day I get up and I go through struggles of just trying to be normal, fool. Going to work and keeping a good attitude, homie, and not wanting to flip on everybody and put hands on everybody because of disrespect. Because you know why? The hood taught me, homie, you don't let nobody disrespect you. Prison definitely taught you don't let nobody disrespect you. So if you look at me for the longest time, for more than 3 seconds, I think you're plotting. Now we got to fade out. If I feel like you are basically trying to get over on me in any way, and you're talking to me, and you might not even talk in a disrespectful manner, we got to fade out. And the cold part about it is, bro, is like, I'm 40 years old, and to a normal person, that don't even seem sane, homie. Fools will be like, bro, you're really tripping off that. Yeah, because where I just got out of, not just got out of it, but where I got out of, bro, all that shit means something deeper. But that's a program from prison. And to this day, homie, it's the hardest thing to break. It's the hardest thing to break, homie. That's the reality. And I look at the youngsters, bro, and they're dying for a cause. And this is the saddest part, homie, is the youngsters are dying for a cause. And I hear all this shit like with the young. I seen a video with these gangbangers, bro, and they got a kid that was 5 years old in their video. And I'm like, homie, You have a 5-year-old kid in your video and you think that shit is funny, but what you don't know is that you're speaking death into this young kid's life. Like he's gonna emulate everything that these fools are doing. And there's not even a future for this kid now, bro, because he's gonna be around that shit and he's gonna think that shit's normal. You're not even giving this fool a chance to actually live life. You're not giving this little kid a chance to live life. But in these hoods, we think that shit is normal, bro. In these neighborhoods, we think that shit's the norm. Because when I was a kid like that, bro, I looked up to my older cousins and I looked up to what the hood was in the block and the music. And I thought that was normal, fool. I thought that was normal. I thought that was normal to gangbang. I thought that was normal to pick up the sack, pick up the pistol. I thought that shit was all normal. And anybody that said it wasn't normal, I thought they was psycho. But really, honestly, I was the one that was living a psycho-ass life that didn't have no benefits. You're right. That died for a cause, but it's a lost cause, no direction, no point. Yeah, that's definitely a lost cause, my homie. You are not lying about that. You know, I don't know, bro. I guess I'm a different type too, because like I look at a lot of and you know, and this is the thing is you get caught up, and one thing I want to say to all the subscribers and everybody on the foundation that show love and support, you get caught up. And this is the thing, and this is why I laugh at it too. And I'm gonna be honest, 100% real with you. You get caught up in what this shit is right here, right? YouTube and having a foundation of people support. You get caught up, and you start kind of like being like, damn, fool, I really got something going. And that's all good and dandy, bro. And it gets deeper when people start seeing you in public, homie, and they're like, hey, what's up, fool? I show your channel love and I support. And you know, you're doing big things for Denver. And I love your gang content. And I love this and I love that, bro. You start really thinking that you're doing some things. And I see all the time on these platforms, bro. These fools will be putting destructive ass shit out there to the communities. And everything is like detrimental to anybody that watches it. And people love that shit. People love it. I just can't, for myself, look at it and say, hey, bro, this is kind of like just, you know, this is what I just want to be known and surround myself with all the time. And YouTube knows that shit. That's why YouTube, homie, them fools know what brings in the controversy and the views and clicks. Because as soon as you say some shit that's gonna get some drama popping off, they will put your shit in the algorithm 100%. But as soon as you do this and you talk about some real knowledge shit and you just talk about and give some insight, they ain't gonna promote that shit, bro. They don't like positivity. They like negativity, whatever brings in the views. And these fools are willing to sell every ounce of views and literally go out their morals and values for it. You know, I appreciate everybody, bro, that tunes in and literally just shows love, support, homie. I appreciate all of it, you know. So get that out the way. And I'm just gonna say like this, homie, to the homies that need to hear this, to the family that needs to hear this, man. Y'all have a perfect opportunity, bro. A perfect opportunity to actually just let bygones be bygones, homie, and get down to like a bigger legacy than you ever created. And really actually like bond something that has been kind of separated for a long time, bro. And I know a lot of people have some tough feelings in the situation, but man, y'all need to just put down your differences, bro, and know you guys are actually aiming for a bigger situation this summer, bro. You guys are aiming for something bigger than yourself, bro. You are aiming for a lot of people that are ready to see greatness, ready to see you guys actually put your fullest greatness out there, bro. You got a lot of people that are anticipating this. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know, bro. But you do a good job at mixing in a lesson that have been learned on the hard way. And And that's what they need to hear. Yeah, hell yeah, man. I appreciate that. See, I appreciate shit like that, bro. Because every time I think I'm doing something that's wrong in this aspect, bro, somebody enlightens me and say, hey, bro, you are doing something great. And I appreciate them words, bro, because it's for a bigger purpose, homie. Like, this shit is all for a bigger purpose, homie. And this is the shit that helps me continue to aim towards some real shit, bro. And I appreciate that shit, Josh. Really, I do. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, and I hope the homies that need to hear this, homie, because I know people be watching it, but you guys have a great opportunity, bro, to like get back to what created the forefront of the foundation, homie. You guys have a perfect opportunity, bro. And I see a lot of separation and differences, bro, but like you guys have set the tone for Denver a lot, homie. You guys have set the tone so much that you still have fans from the 90s that are literally anticipating something great this summer. And a couple of little things are going to keep this shit from happening, homie. It's so great. I'm rejuvenated. And I'm like, damn, fool, this could be great, homie. I'm rejuvenated, fool. And then I hear all this conversation about what's going on, and I'm like, damn, bro. It's kind of demoralizing. Sick, y'all made it back to the playoffs before us. Broncos country, bro. I mean, we've been doing that for a long time, my homie CPG. Don't take it too hard, but we back to it. You just need to get a quarterback, brother. You just need to get a quarterback. Denver, some more but we grown so much. Yeah, we have, bro. And it's like, I had to put it out there, man, because there's not a way that I can actually get the message to everybody that I want to talk to. And I know some people watch my shit that I'm talking to. I just hope other people can get the message, and everybody feels this, bro, because like people need that authenticness from Denver too. That's another thing, bro. You see and I talk about this all the time, homie, with music and stuff. All the stuff coming out the town, bro, it just don't sound original. They need original sound again. They need the OGs to come rock the aspect for you can get back to that greatness of what the foundation was in the 90s, man. But if you don't have that and stuff's going crazy, man, you might as well just say, hey, that's in the history books. Like, just leave it. That's the history, bro. That was something that was great, but it's in the history books. Bryce was balling at the end of the season. He keep playing. That way we got our quarterback. Yeah, man. Sometimes you know how it goes, bro. It takes a little bit to develop, some years, man. So good luck to you guys. Definitely, man. Good luck to you guys. I'm pretty excited for the draft and everything, man. I'm pretty excited for what's going on. Definitely. I'm ready to see the foundation being built. But man, I appreciate all you guys, bro. I just had to get that off my chest. And I definitely wanted to just keep people informed about, like, I don't know, bro, YouTube and kind of like what YouTube's been doing, homie. And they kind of just, I think once you get in the bad view of YouTube will do everything in their possibility to kind of just like slow the roll of what you got going on. And I think YouTube, I'm just gonna be real with like a lot of the homies that tune in. I think YouTube, if they have a bad taste for anything, they will do anything to slow down the process, bro. And I think that's what YouTube kind of has done to me. They've slowed down a lot of the aspect with Savage Sev's content and different things. It definitely ain't in the algorithm like it used to be, because been defiant. And I've actually tried to hit YouTube up and kind of like, explain the situation with YouTube and just kind of tell them I'm like, I'm not here to stir up all kinds of controversy and go at you. That's the last thing I want to do. I know I went at them and I literally personally went at them, but that's not kind of my demeanor. I just had to speak what was on my mind, homie, and they didn't like that. So, but yeah, and I hope you guys are good, bro. I hope everybody's good out there. Hope everybody's blessed. Sev, yeah, I got a TikTok, my bro. I got a TikTok. Definitely, definitely, I'll hit you with a DM, bro. And I don't have your number no more, but I like to check your music out, bro. See what new aspect of music you got, you know. But all right, Rodas, I just had to say that real quick. I hope everybody's blessed. I hope the homies this can reach them, and you guys take what I said, bro, and just kind of like think about it. Think about everything I said, man. Aim for something bigger than yourself. Work as a team, bro, and get back to what made you fools great from the get-go. Because to be honest, without the three, what the homies say, it's not the whole car. It's not right in the right direction. It takes everybody to play their position to keep the car going in the right direction. So all right, shout out to everybody, man. Mall high salute to all you guys. Hope everybody's blessed. You guys stay safe out there tonight, man. I'm gonna get at y'all. You know what it is. Let's go.